Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2020.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time Tag Team Champions?
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos!
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown. In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2.
One of these teams is going to have to work in unison from bell to bell if they want those tag team titles.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain, punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup, but having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar. For New Day, big move forward with a pin attempt.
He ain't getting paid by the hour. Lands the elbow.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Non-stop blows. Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Stiff kick. He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle. Oh, man.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Dropping the leg. What's he concocting? Oh, man.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner Brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their fifth tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprising.
Watching high impact.
Pin attempt by the champion. And he manages to kick out at one.
He's far to finish.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, three clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom with biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing to.
Challengers in a bad way.
Hell in a Cell isn't just about trying to win the match, it's about struggling to survive.
Oh, and right off the tooth.
And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes. And he's all set up now. Here it comes.
Love this.
There's the pin for the championship.
God, so close, so close.
Hooked up.
Great power. Inverted suplex.
Uppercut connects. This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Here are your winners, and still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
We saw these two teams tap into their deepest, darkest, most evil parts of their personality just to survive. And in the end, the New Day would survive. And
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day will be prepared for pain, punishment.
two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day into the Uso penitentiary. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Suplex. And he now slides back into the ring.
Oh, the elbow connects. Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
And that was a precisely measured attack. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner Brothers, the Headbreakers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
This is a very strong moment for the AOE family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the outright.
As entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, let the booty-arms and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
What's he open to find out there? Counter. He knew just what to do. All the talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos call a New Day put 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing to.
He gets into the ring. Punch lands. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. The challenger taking some minor damage.
Yeah, New Day building up that quicker pace there.
And Jimmy Uso clearly ready for a fight here.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting though is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly. Champ's in trouble.
A defiant kick out after 1.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it. Oh, kick to the face. And gets sent right into the corner.
Oh, weakening the leg here.
To the side of the championship. Official got caught in the line of fire.
Face buster plants him.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE. He is obviously taking way too much pleasure in this right now.
He gets back into the ring.
Oh, man, a kendo shot to the head.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And quick response to Jay's offense. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Big E responds.
Breaking uppercut.
Ooh, what a counter.
And into the corner he goes.
Nasty. The champ is looking hopeless here.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third win.
And the champ's in really rough shape now.
Here it comes. Stay away from the worm. The tequila sunrise.
And just like that, releasing their teammate from the hold. Straight impact on the throat. temptation to deliver an attack ends up being costly. Flipped the corner now and able to beat Woods to the punch. Oh, man. Into the ring post. Now a series of vicious he's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Uso. With the Uso splash. Will that be enough to win the title? Shoulders down. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Hell in a Cell just became the Uso penitentiary.
It was barbaric. It was volatile.
It lived up to the hype is what it did. The two greatest tag teams in the entire industry, raising the bar of competition inside the demonic structure.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I can't.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
champ. Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get.
Quicker than Naomi there.
Ringer applied. Top wrist lock. Opponent down to one knee.
Ooh, and a shot to the body and another.
Spinning heel kick. And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic movement, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling.
Bayley is now under pressure.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts. And grabbing a hair, too.
Just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Shot. These two taking one more after another. Get out of that one.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Two fighters putting their haymakers on power right now. Ooh. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment. Tard reversed into the corner. What athleticism! Landing on their feet, ducking the line, and delivering one of their own. Bravo!
She gets put in the corner. Oh, she manages to reverse it. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back. On the apron, what's Bayley looking for? How about a stunner over the middle rope?
Bayley climbs the turnbuckles. Up high. You gotta be kidding me.
All the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
And now thrown back into the ring. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Oh, right on the arm. forcing them into position. And look at this agonizing situation. Gotta be careful not to get disqualified.
She throws her back in. She's launched out of the ring. Slide onto the floor. What a splash.
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off. Up and down. What a slam.
Dropping the elbow.
Just defiantly fighting off her opponent. Oh, man.
This battle's found its way right to our doorstep. Blast off!
What a landing.
You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off.
Back in the ring now.
Looks like she won't be gloating again anytime soon.
She breaks the ref's count.
Unbelievable display of will in the late.
The role model looking to end it. Has it here. That's it. The title's going nowhere. Very few superstars possess the fortitude to do what we just witnessed.
Very few? How about almost none? This might just went to the next level.
And Bayley is consumed with anger. Has to be frustrated. Not putting her away there.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash.
Using the ropes.
A roundhouse kick.
Oh, just nailing the double axe handle. Punch right to the face.
Tag with a punch.
Naomi climbs the ropes to a
Foot leg moonsault.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ. Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books.
Ugh, twisting the body. Oh,
Shoved away with her powerful legs.
All right, she had Naomi's number.
set up in the corner now. Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckle? Springboard moonsault. Wow.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Yeah, Naomi's at full throttle.
Goodness, what a moonsault.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Bayley sent flying.
Don't do it.
Sliding under the ropes into a splash on the floor. To roll the dice, and it pays off in full. All right, time for us to clear the way.
Already ahead of you.
I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a bad situation. She could be on her way to a countout.
Oh, the official got too close to danger there.
Returning to the ring now. She heads out of the ring.
Needs to mind the official count.
Bayley turning up her aggression, showing that newer, vindictive side of her.
Just getting bounced off the ring post.
Rattling our announce desk.
I don't know what's coming next. effect, but it's not good.
Oh, no, she's got her on our announce table. This is not going to end well, Jeff.
Irreparable harm has just been done to this competitor.
Smashed clear through our announce table. Unbelievable.
And Naomi is looking to put Bayley away, looking to finish things.
Naomi, feel the glow. There it is.
It is. It's locked in.
Bending the body in ways it shouldn't be bending. Naomi did it. Women's champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but
And here they come, Bubba Ray and Devon.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
Always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Seaman headbutt.
It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that.
And on that exchange, it looked like Devon lost his focus.
Yeah, Colby, he's just focused on avoiding going through the table. That's all that matters.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match after all? This is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
Moving into the ring, such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior.
A very ferocious demeanor emanating from the Wild Samoans. Like the kind of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for Dudley Boys to control it.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer, a truck. They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
These attacks are chipped. Look out! On target. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
It's going to call with every blow. Headbutt to the back of the neck. What a chancery. And we can hope by how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables and it means lots of them.
Yeah, if Double A Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And we back on the right.
Dribbling down face first. Pulled back into the hip toss.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted.
Look out! Whoa, look out! This man can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
He's reaching into the ring for anything useful.
He's got the table, and I can only imagine. Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle?
The Boston Crab! Look at the back position.
Yeah, this is just to send a message. No motive here, but to just deliver loads of harm to your...
Oh, my God, that table right there. This isn't going to be funny.
The Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners, from the ring and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon. The Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen. Ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And toss got some hang time. The Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt. Ooh! Scoop slam sets things up.
That's using your head.
Target locked in. He knows it's that time.
Getting back to the ring.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Now these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you...
Taking flight.
From up top, right onto the target, outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
And we can talk about how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team. TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
That's using your head. He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand.
And now propped up in the corner. Look ringside now, guys. This manager's doing something very suspicious. Sliding into the ring now. Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling match.
It's how they train, it's how they live, it's how they survive. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
He's headed up high.
Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's as good as done here. Soaring through the air and connects.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the ball.
Wait a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Locked in deep, and he's in full panic mode here.
The Dudley Boys came in tight, knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Rock...
He lets his opponent out of the submission. Yeah.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Got him set up for something on the table.
Clearly nobody home, or else he'd get... out of there.
From the heavens.
Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game. Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it.
And Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. Hit.
As we say at WWE... WWE expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here.
Looking to end this.
The schoolboy! Shoulders down. Championship at stake.
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face to face with a man who has a...
As we say at WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa, as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's 1 year celebration.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face to face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable if he wants that championship. He's got two sets of eyes watching his every move, so he needs to outmaneuver both Melo and Trick to succeed.
In the hard way. Momentum clearly on the side of Sikoa.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point.
in the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Getting positioned on the top rope. We just feel like this match may be about to reach its finish.
Feel like we're about to see a car crash. Avalanche Samoan drop. That's a walk-off. Go big or go home, folks. Moves like that are how you become a champion.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way, well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence. Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Samoan drop.
Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes.
Simple waist lock, but able to block into the arm drag. And he retaliates.
And he is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Solo could be turning his fortunes around.
And a well-executed move we just saw there.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry.
Sikoa in command.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Solid grip on this hold. Not letting go anytime soon.
Agonizing to be in the submission. And he very quickly counters.
saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes? Save that North American title.
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too.
Powerhouse kick.
Rearing way back. Boom! This might be it.
Makes the cover.
One. And you gotta wonder, would their own move have finished the champ off just then?
And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this?
Holy time offense there.
Boom. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA.
The champ with the cover. And he kicks out of the pin at 1. Not quite enough to put him away.
Ooh, elbow strike.
Oh, toss to ringside. Heading for the top rope, looking for something on the top. Taking a flight to nowhere.
Crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk.
He quickly slides into the ring. Clothesline.
Leave a mark.
What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
And he is directed into the corner. The whole ring in between them, and a collision in the corner.
A continuous attack on Hayes.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Oh, look at this. Boot right to the throat. Sikoa showing plenty of intensity here.
Carmelo's not showing the capacity to fight back. Oh, target acquired and destroyed. Solo lining it up. Maybe moments away from capturing that North American title.
Oh, what a quick answer.
Carmelo able to take a stand there. Carmelo was getting ground down, but could have just started a quick turnaround here.
He's changing his mind. Going for something different now. Super cover. We can have a new champ here.
Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without...
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Look at this. Even more mind game.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Placing him in the corner.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Well, okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all that tonight. Rollins is already playing. Next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman's on a roll here.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special count. Excellent cousins to help him stay in control to keep his cool. To concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are... from ringside.
Look out!
Slips away just in time. A terrible miscalculation.
Launch it!
Terrible landing on the outside.
Just couldn't line it up and collided with the ground.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
And see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Reigns into the sidestep. Even
4 Seth put his gear on. He came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh, did you hear that? Nice point. Treating the champ like a featherweight. This challenger has plenty of power. Big counter from Reigns.
With the clothesline.
fires back with it's cinched in. This could be over.
Michael, I think the tribal chief is on the
We're going to free the arm and does just that. And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots to the torso like this.
Oh, my Lord! And his head is becoming a bigger target. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Series of strikes. Roman has his opponent lining up the shot. Absolutely laid Rollins out, and now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
He's making his way to ringside now. What's he looking for here?
Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now. And Seth just taunting his opponent now. Oh no, the referee catches a misfire.
Rollins with an homage to the game.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
Vicious use of the name.
I think we know what Rollins is thinking.
He's got something in mind. And there's the Uranagi. Officially moving a potential hazard in the ring. Oof, did you hear the thud on that impact? Boot to the stomach gives them separation.
Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he can't.
It's cinched in. This could be over.
The end could.
They're going to free the arm and does just that.
Placed him in the corner here.
Trapped in the corner.
Non-stop blows.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Just pounding away. Roman being the aggressor. From the top.
Oh, it's a piercing elbow. Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
Oh, no. Oh, stun gun. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He's called counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Reigns is getting set up, and here it comes!
Superman punch! Absolutely laid Rollins out, and now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is the tightest I've ever seen Roman squeeze this submission.
Targeting the neck here, cutting off oxygen.
Showing
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
no telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Like a heavy bag.
Just relentless.
Back suplex, no! Driven down.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
He'll take things into the ring. Seth is being overwhelmed. Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense.
And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe. somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. Roman cannot be stopped here.
Overwhelming attacks for Roman.
Oh, my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting. Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
And a stomp to the gut.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Rollins has to devise a new plan. Such a potent display of power and control. The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. Here it comes. Superman punch. And Reigns unleashed absolutely epic. Perfect execution by the champion.
Roman Reigns has just taken command.
Reigns is picking up steam.
What a counter by Edge. Finds the Roman Reigns stop the pin.
This is where awareness really pays off in the ring.
Reigns averts the attack.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
What a headbutt.
Kick to the gut.
What a right.
I think the ring just moved.
Sent flying out of the ring here. Watch out. Watch out to the outside.
No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained big rewards.
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside, taking this fight back into the ring.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins. To just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Getting worked on here.
Rollins has to find a way to right the ship here.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other. The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game. To the back of the neck.
Wiped out with the crossbody. Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
He's got him caught.
Man, oh man.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. Says he knows how to play on fire with a straight shot there. Answering back. Rollins just a step too slow.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
And willpower. The sheer guts of these two. Oh!
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Who will break first? That is the question. Ooh!
Looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight. And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
Momentum has pivoted towards Roman.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. The Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest people.
By Reigns. Shayna close to ending it here.
The champ might have just ended things right there. But the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Head of the table. And Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down. We're going to shut this down.
I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing?
What a headbutt. Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
Yeah, Rollins has hit a roadblock here. Uh-oh.
Reversal.
Now Rollins, pin, title in the balance.
He got the shoulder up in time.
You see the look on the challenger's face. So close to becoming champion, but the champ won't stay down. Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
And Reigns reverses. Kick from behind. Ouch.
We're going to see it.
Stop! Could that be enough to gain the title?
Here's the pin.
Oh, he just kicked it. I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
And guys, on most nights, Rollins would have just ended this, but not tonight.
Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the Demon.
Roman Reigns so dominant. Now the guillotine choke is taking out so many superstars.
Got this one locked in extra tight.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
That was just malicious.
Just disrespectful. Bam!
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
And Reigns got turned around there. Has the champ pinned. Is this it? The champ kicks out with authority. Thought he had him.
You gotta be kidding me. Went for the springboard and missed.
In the hard way. Pocket to the top. What's he have in store?
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
From the top. Are you kidding me?
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Man, what a headbutt. Clothesline
In the corner, and an elbow for good measure. Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner.
Superman punch.
Reigns showing no mercy. The elders have to be smiling right now. They know they chose well.
The champ delivering when it counts.
Goes for the pin. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
It was almost just lights out on their championship dreams.
Let's see if that kick out was a spark or is it the challenger's last gasp?
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
In the hard way.
Reigns in the corner.
Did the champ just finish the job? And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Games structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the... beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Ooh, that'll knock your wind out.
Fire, Samoan drop. Ah, there's a headbutt. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more. Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that's what's weird, and they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew bonded them. What made their team Uzi? And what made their team just one last time? Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Solo Sikoa's crew at a decided disadvantage. His side is less experienced inside the structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
thanks, Michael.
Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu on this one. Dancing his way even to the eyes in War Games.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
They're showing blatant disregard for their opponent into the cage.
This superstar is hurt.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Sent flying over to the other ring.
Got him in the corner now.
Trapped in the corner.
Non-stop blows.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline. A sense of self.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
We've got a numbers advantage in Detroit as the countdown is about to run out.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games.
He's on his head now. He just grabbed what could be a game changer. Finding an advantage. Let's have an advantage.
Farm smash. OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back to the throne.
Seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso, is currently on Team Raw. Sami Zayn.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Stomping down. Climbing the wall of War Games here. This might not be a good idea.
Tama Tonga to the sky.
Just take a look at the WWE Universe.
Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
A reversal. Well scouted. And Tonga reverses. This is how you talk.
Both wrists captured. Good night. What a knee. Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Turnbuckle here.
A wise man once said, get the tables. Right into the corner. Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
And with his cunning entrance, the teams will, and they're from 20 feet out. There's no way. And looking at Jacob of chaos. War Games can now officially commence. Going up the cage now, must have some sort of strap. From the top. Crucial moment for Tonga.
bloodline has here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline. Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family.
okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it... The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight. You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of singles success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own. Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls. They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners. Being set up in the corner for something.
There's the tag.
Tag made. Double team action likely incoming. Double Irish whip. Here it comes. Big time impact.
Tag.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him. Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path.
Look at his eye. Forcefully delivered.
Look at this, just cranking the head. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, God. Stop it. Ouch. Oh, God. Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients. Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time. He's pushing back now. Incredible opportunity if he can collect his bearings here. Ooh, clothesline delivered.
And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. Thomas culminating a great game plan now.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here. Can you believe this?
I love it.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense. Right to the kidneys from behind.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Tama showing no fear, no intimidation. And he's tagging his partner in. The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out.
Shot combination. Across the forehead and right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked. Oh, what a headbutt. On the mark. Oh, God. It pulls off the reversal. Nice combo for the win. Stops the count before it, too. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Ooh, into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go.
Oh, and a knee to the face. The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting. The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan. Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time. Oh, man. Oh, what a knee lift. The Street Profits look more staggered than swaggered there.
Tama held nothing back on that attack.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Looking for a scoop slam. No, slips behind. Inverted DDT.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
2 out of 3 falls matches for a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated, because if you lose your cool, you lose your focus, and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high.
Right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve. Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. Tama is overwhelming the opposition here. The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
And just look at the damage to Montez Ford's face after that shot.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
He also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Getting carried to a forward with position here. He may get the 3 count right here. I think so. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton?
Tag made, the Islanders. What do they have planned here? Oh,
Double team savate kick. And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke.
has him set up in the corner of the ring. Oh!
Stomping away, just ruthless. Oh, stomping away. Down on the windpipe.
He tags out.
Sleeper is cinched in, and oh man, timely save, keeping his team in this one.
The sleeper is cinched in, and
he just decides to have the holes.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Oh, what a headbutt on the mark. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
there's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite overcome.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Profits. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders.
Look at this. Picture perfect backbreaker. And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
The Islanders. Oh, look at this. Pain just painted all across his face right now.
Struggling to fight out. Can he survive?
In trouble here.
Oh, what a great counter. That'll break it up.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. Worried they have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship. No good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. Haku
With the target death grip.
and Ryden in pain. Trying to breaks the submission and keeps their team in the matchup.
Double axe handle connects.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads.
Locked up in the corner.
The Islanders make the tag. Haku and Tama planning something big here.
Savate kick drops their opponent.
The Profits are down, and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
And he picks up the quick fall here.
Dawkins with a spear.
submission hold here.
Is this one over? Is a tap out coming? A single leg camel clutch and a great counter. Oh, drop kick. On the mark. He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Piercing the throat.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. Down to Hogan. And a double axe handle smash. Gets clobbered with the axe handle. Ooh. Manages to reverse it. Placed into the corner here. Wow, that good turnaround on Dawkins. Drop kick. On the mark. Relentless aggression coming from Haku here.
This is where Dawkins will be tested. Gotta find a way back in this. Momentum going back to his corner.
Yeah, Dawkins' survival instincts are taking over. What a vicious. At this stage, there has to be some concern.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
And Haku looking to secure victory. Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades.
History being made right here. The most prestigious family in the history of our business is at war with one of their own members, and tonight will be a battle to set order to the entire bloodline.
An uphill battle is what it will be. You have the toughest set of competitors trying to dash your dreams of being recognized as the head of the table.
A stiff headbutt. And we know there was turmoil in the family coming into this match, so much so they decided a gauntlet match was the only way to set the narrative straight.
Let's call it what it is, Michael. The family wants to put this member in their place, wants to bring them down a peg. To me, tonight reads more like punishment for having ambition.
These two are finding an answer for everything. Put into the corner. What could be next?
Non-stop blows.
Oh, look at this. So ruthless. This is just nasty. Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
High level of offense on display from Yokozuna.
Yeah, Yokozuna just can't be stopped now.
Gosh.
And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to the breaking point.
Yeah, but I think the prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taking them all up.
Jamal just getting knocked around.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Jamal's confidence? Uh-oh. Headbutt. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. Oh, it is aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
A gauntlet match is such a fitting stipulation for perched up top.
That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
He's in a bit of agony now. Oh, that got turned around on Yokozuna. Boom, what impact. Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
Oh, my, what a splash.
Yokozuna feeling a sense of confidence here. We can see a count out here. So much force there.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Jamal left an opening. Belly to belly.
Vicious. Yokozuna feeling the energy.
And so Jamal is through in this gauntlet match.
It's a fight for survival, and only the strongest will survive.
Ah, this is interesting. Jacob Fatu getting in on this gauntlet action. What's Yokozuna going to do here?
Belly to belly. Vicious.
And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you can survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenger.
I'm already intimidated thinking about the Ulafala adorned around this superstar's shoulders.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass. Ooh, went to the throat.
That'll move you back. He may have just slowed Jacob down a bit there.
And Yoko just laying in with that big man throw. Gosh, what impact. And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however the family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
And into the count. Kicks out. Pinfall attempt.
He's not even close to being done yet.
Targeting the throat there.
And Yokozuna. Yoko says this one's over.
Yokozuna's put a lot of competitors out with that.
Kick out. He's finished off for sure.
It was almost all over. Almost a 3 count. Yeah, talk about a close call.
And absolutely no idea how that didn't work out in Yokozuna's favor. You can test this shot too.
Another blow to the chest. Shoulders down.
It's over. Championship fight has been eliminated for the gauntlet.
There are still so many competitors left. It's hard to even focus on just one elimination here.
Next in to run the gauntlet, it's Jey Uso.
This might be trouble for him. Belly to belly.
Jey looking powerless to every attack.
Somehow Jay's got to turn the momentum around.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing. Sorry, Jey is out on his hands. That's it. Jey Uso has been eliminated. Gauntlet match.
More challenges left to go. This match is an absolute marathon.
And looks like Naomi is fully prepared for the gauntlet. What's he putting together?
Sika in a state of distress.
Sika's cage might be a bit rattled.
I like his aggression, just pure brutality.
Easy.
That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent. Direct impact to the chest. Callous ring. You can see the marks forming already.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that.
And Sika had no reflexes to answer for that.
Yokozuna's in-ring velocity was on full display there.
Momentum is really on Yokozuna's side.
Yokozuna is absolutely unloading here.
Taking hold of Sika here.
Vicious.
Producing a trembling. Strong impact. Sika just getting knocked around.
Sika's certainly being tested here. Boom, right across the small of the back.
He's definitely been worn down a little.
Down and forward. And a double axe handle smash.
He's looking fairly drained.
Knees up, knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
Good defense there.
And pop in the back of the neck.
Got a chance here. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. Yokozuna plotting here.
High-level offense on display from Yokozuna.
Yeah, Yokozuna is clearly in control.
Contact. Oh, shot to the solar plexus.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
This is not looking good for him.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long.
Still there. Attack right to the sternum.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Whipped in the hard way. Draped across the top rope.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Moving him onto the top turnbuckle.
The fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Umaga entering the gauntlet. He has him in his grasp. Belly to belly. Vicious.
At this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combat has been able to survive?
You should never underestimate the fire of the Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed. Bodies must be writhing in pain right now. The breaking point must be on the horizon.
Yet they continue forward, showing no desire.
Momentum is running away from Umaga.
Umaga has to find a way to turn things around. Umaga's tangled out. Belly suplex. Yokozuna's got something in store. Now Umaga looking for some momentum.
Could be the spark Umaga was looking for. He's been outsmarted here.
Goes into the pin. He forces a break before the count of two.
He is certainly sending a message, getting his shoulder up before two.
Targeting the leg. This is not going to be good.
This could be it.
This is agonizing. The deathlock is in.
Yokozuna dodges out of it.
Right to the throat.
It's the way it was.
Vicious.
Yoko says this one's over.
Yokozuna has it on Train Street.
Kicked out.
There is not a more terrifying sight than Umaga kicking out after you hit him with your best shot.
I don't think anyone inside this building was expecting a kick out after that move from Yokozuna.
Chest.
Momentum is really on Yokozuna's side.
Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan.
Claw in the face. Is this necessary?
Ripping at the eyes. Headbutt in the back of the neck. Put a chain through. That's it.
And even after this next entrant, there's still another challenger. Is that? It is Rosie entering the gauntlet.
Rosie's tied up here.
Belly suplex.
As we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe is getting home. Exhaustion setting in, and now Umaga has led.
give up.
Yoko says this one's over.
Yokozuna has him on Trent Street.
There's two. Yokozuna scores a huge victory.
The winner of this match, and officially, your Tribal Chief, Yokozuna!
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table.
Ladies and gentlemen.